Academic City Schools, with you. Mr. Mohammed Gabriel, I'm going to explain in this lesson how to use negative questions and question tag. First, how to use negative questions. Negative questions. Read the examples and notice the words in bold. In which sentence does the speaker in the dialogue expect the listener to agree? In which sentence does the speaker express surprise? Didn't you want to make a deposit? Isn't that the same as a cash card? Second, question tag. Read the examples, notice the words in bold and then complete the rules by circling the correct words. You charge commission, don't you? But it worked before, didn't it? I can't use internet banking with that account, can I? Question tags are short questions which we put at the beginning or end of a sentence. The correct answer is at the end. They are formed with an auxiliary, am, is, are, was, were, have, has, do, does, did, can, could, will, etc., and a subject personal pronoun, I, you, he, she, etc. We use a positive question tag with a negative sentence and a negative question tag with a positive sentence.
What are question tags? Question tags are short questions at the end of statements. They are mainly used in speech when we want to confirm that something is true or not, or to encourage a reply from the person we are speaking to. Now let's see the format of the question and the answer. For example, if the question is, it is raining, the answer would be, it is raining, isn't it? So note that in the question we have a full stop, while in the answer, instead of the full stop we have a comma, and then it is followed by the question tag, isn't it? We use isn't because it is the opposite of the verb is. And finally we have the question mark. To add a question tag, we use the following rules. Rule number 1. Change the auxiliary verb from positive to negative and vice versa, that is from negative to positive. For example, positive statement uses a negative tag. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. For example, is, am, was, are, were, may, can, shall, will, must. All these are helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. And similarly, the negative statement uses a positive tag. For example, if the positive statement is, snow is white, the answer is, isn't it? We use isn't because it is the opposite of the verb is. We use it because snow is an object. So isn't it? Similarly, I am going to my village. Over here the auxiliary verb is am, and remember the opposite of am is aren't. Aren't I? Because I am, the pronoun was I, so we use aren't I. Remember, we should not use amn't I or ain't I, especially in formal English. We use aren't as the opposite of am. Mary can speak English, can't she? We use she because the subject is Mary. She's a girl. Similarly, negative statement will have positive tag. They aren't funny. Now aren't is a negative verb, so we use positive tag. Are they? He shouldn't say that. The opposite of shouldn't is should. Should he? I can do no more. Can I? Now if you look at this last sentence carefully, we see the word can, but we also see no. I can do no more is equivalent of saying that I can't do it anymore. So that's why the opposite of can't is can. Can I? Now look at the following list. If the positive verb is, the negative would be isn't. Similarly, if the negative verb is isn't, the positive would be is. So positive statements have negative tags. Similarly, was, wasn't, or was not. Were, weren't. I am, aren't I. Are is also aren't. The opposite of are is aren't. Can is can't. Will is won't. And should is shouldn't. And many others. Use they as the pronoun after the question tag for each, for everyone or everybody, for someone or somebody, anyone or anybody, none or nobody. Use they. Rule number 2. Put will you in case of imperative sentences, means order or request sentences. If there is an order or request sentence, use will you. For example, stop daydreaming, will you? Pass me the pen, will you? Send the parcel immediately, won't you? So if there is an urgent request, instead of will you, you can use won't you. Keep quiet, can't you? If there is an impatient remark, you can use can't you also. But remember, you don't have to remember that you have to use won't you for urgent requests or can't you for impatient remarks. Will you will do. Will you can be used for all the above sentences. So just remember, use will you in case of order or request sentences. Rule number 3. Put shall we in case of suggestion, often introduced by let's. Let's go for an outing, shall we? Let's do our homework first, shall we? So if the sentence starts with let's, use shall we. Rule number 4. Now please concentrate. When there is no direct auxiliary, so if there is no is, so that can be made isn't, what to do? For example, Kishore studies hard. We can't say studies he. Okay, it does not fit. They shout a lot. Shoutn't they? No, that's wrong. She bought a dress. Boughten't she? No. There are no direct auxiliaries over here. So rule number 4 will come to your rescue. And what is that? When verb ends in S, use doesn't. For example, Kishore studies hard. The verb over here is studies. We have an S at the end of the verb. So we can say doesn't he? Or if there is a present tense, use the verb don't. They shout a lot, don't they? Because over here the verb is shout. It's in present tense. It is not shouted or it is not shouts. It does not end in S. So we can use don't. And the same way, if it's in past tense, you can use the word didn't or didn't. She bought a dress, didn't she? So the answers. Kishore studies hard, doesn't he? We can also understand this as Kishore does study hard, and that's why the word doesn't comes. They shout a lot, don't they? Because again, here they do shout a lot, don't they? We can convert the sentence in such a way. She bought a dress, didn't she? She did buy a dress, didn't she? So remember, rule number 4 is very, very important. Rule number 5. When has, have, or had are main verbs, not auxiliary verbs, we use this particular rule. For example, she has a cycle. They have money. He had fever. So in case of a has, we again use doesn't. like in the previous rule. For have, we use don't. For had, we use didn't. For example, she has a cycle, doesn't she? Or we can say she does have a cycle, doesn't she? Over here, has is the main verb. There is no other auxiliary verb, and has does not behave like an auxiliary verb. They have money, don't they? They do have money, don't they? He had fever, didn't he? He did have fever, didn't he? But now there is the other part of this same rule. So when has, have or had are auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. For example, she has warned us. Has is auxiliary verb and warned is the main verb. The bells have rung. Have is auxiliary while rung is the main verb. He had been to town. Had is auxiliary while been is the main verb. Then we stick to our earlier rule. Has becomes hasn't, have becomes haven't, and had becomes hadn't, like in rule number 1. She has warned us, hasn't she? The bells have rung, haven't they? He had been to town, hadn't he? That's it. Thanks for watching.
A. Read the situations and make negative questions. 1. You're surprised that your brother doesn't know how to use a cash machine. What do you say? The correct answer is, don't you know how to use a cash machine? 2. You see a man who you think went to the same school as you. What do you say to him? The correct answer is, didn't we go to the same school? 3. Your best friend buys a new book but you're quite sure he's read it before. What do you say? The correct answer is, haven't you read this book before? B. Complete the dialogues with the correct question tags. 1. A. Saud, you went to the bank today. Think please. Yes. The correct answer is, didn't you? B. No. You didn't tell me to go. Great. I think Ali said the correct answer. The correct answer is. Did you? A. Yes, I did. B. Sorry. A. You can go tomorrow. The correct answer is, can't you? 2. A. The banks are closed today. Think please. Quickly. Nobody knows. Mr. Mohammed will help you. The correct answer is, aren't they? B. Yes, but there's a cash machine round the corner. You've seen it? Great. The correct answer is, haven't you? A. You're right. I'll go there. B. You won't be long? Good. Very good. The correct answer is, will you? A. No. I just need to check something. B. You don't have internet banking? Yes. Great. The correct answer is, do you?